This is Trust the Profits 10-Minute Rundown. Here's your hosts, El Hombre and The Formula.
Hello, welcome to the Trust the Profits 10-Minute Rundown for week 31. I am The Formula, and I'm joined as always by El Hombre. El Hombre, how you doing on this January evening?
Doing wonderful. Thanks for asking. Coming off a beautiful Sunday at Santa Anita, but we'll get into that later. And also, we got the Pete Aiello interview posted up, and that had a good response. So doing pretty well on this Monday.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a couple of really good interviews the past few weeks. We had Tyler Gaffalione, Pete Aiello. Got a lot of stuff to share with the public, including our picks and how we did last week. So let's get started with week 31. We got 10 minutes. Thursday, we went to the fairgrounds. With a lot of these slates, there's some good and there's some bad. So obviously the good with this one, I saw that we had a lot of wins, but some of the other places we struggled in, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Wins, we actually won 5 of 9 for a plus 32 ROI.
That's huge right there. 5 out of 9 on wins.
Yeah,
there's no safety net on wins.
Yeah, there hasn't been any complaints on that lately.
Right.
On the flip side, exacta boxes were down.
Yeah.
Fairly significantly on this one. Just a tough day overall besides the win bets. So if you were playing on the win bets, congrats to you. If you were playing on anything else, you probably had a rough day at the fairgrounds. Overall, I graded it out as a C- for our performance. So not great unless you were playing the win bets.
Right. Yeah, we missed a few of those by a hair too, which is really disappointing when you see that, it was like the fourth horse that you had that came in second. And but at least the wins were solid. Moving on, Oaklawn. The Smarty Jones was on the 23rd. We had a pretty good day there in terms of wins. We were 3 of 8. There was a 9th one that we played there that was a low data, but 3 of 8 on the ones that we actually computed data in our formula. 2 of 8 on exactas, mostly chalk. What did you think of the Oaklawn day?
Well, yeah, the highlight of the day for me was race 8. Win bet and exacta. Plus, we got to see Caddo River, who proved himself to me as a legit contender, as he pretty much smoked everybody in that race pretty bad, like we needed him to.
Yeah.
And like you said, another positive ROI day for win bets, plus 11%. Exactas were slightly down, and there were a couple good exotic hits, but nothing to write home about, I guess. But
yeah,
overall, I gave it a C again. So after two full cards, including Smarty Jones Day, not a great start to the weekend. But it was like I said, it was cool to see Caddo River. I think I had him at number 7 overall in my top 25 list, and I think you had him right around there too. Maybe
I got 7 or 8. Yeah, he was in my top 10 for sure. I really liked what we saw from him in the most recent races that he ran, and the thing about this race, right? He blew away everyone down the stretch, right? I think he led by 3 or 4 lengths when it crossed the finish line.
Took off the gas too way early.
Yeah, exactly. But I just wondered, was there enough competition to really make a strong statement there? I mean, anytime you blow away a field like that, it's a statement. But how much can you read into it if his biggest competition was Cowan?
Yep. And Cowan was put in a good run at the Breeders' Cup earlier, but we hadn't seen much from him. And who knows? Like you said, man, we'll see again. I know that he's signed up. Caddo River's going to, I don't have it in front of me, damn, but he's looking for a major challenge in the next one for sure. I want to say the Risen Star
for Caddo
River, yeah.
I don't have that written down. I just have the Smarty Jones. Sorry about that.
I'll correct that, but I'm sure somebody will hammer me for it anyway. But yeah, it's gonna
we'll hear from you.
His next race will be super challenging. So
yeah.
Then we moved on to continue the big weekend after.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm grading this slate, and I give myself an F- on this slate. And there is one reason why, and it's the double F reason: frost or frippery. We had
legit self ridicule. That's terrible.
Yeah, so we go off our formula, we print the formula, and if you don't know, our PF numbers are graded from 1 to 20, and Froster Frippery and River Echo were within like one digit of each other, both graded very highly in the teens. And you know us. We love Froster Frippery. This is our horse. Most winning horse in 2020. Legend. We love what he produces. And we were both in on Froster Frippery, but our formula was just a shade lower on River Echo, so that's what we played.
Should have hit the manual override button, but we didn't.
F- on us. We should have bet Froster Frippery. Never doubt Froster Frippery. Moving on.
Next up was Gulfstream Park Saturday, Pegasus World Cup Day, which was easily the biggest race day of 2021 so far. Which here we are at the end of January, getting ready for Derby season going into full swing. But what did you see?
12 races. Yeah.
What did you see on the 12 race program at Gulfstream?
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I liked about that series of races was that if you did win, it paid out pretty nicely. And we only hit 2 exactas, but one of them was for 50 plus and one of them was for 20 plus. And I felt like just in looking at the slate that we had a few that were connected one after the other. So it looked like in theory we probably hit a few exotics as well. But I mean, the big one of the day was, I just cursored away from myself here, Microsecond and Beau Recall, I believe it was, hitting first and second, getting a $50 exacta in race 3.
Yeah,
that one felt good. And then we've been talking up, not as much as Froster Frippery, but I love Jesus Team in any sort of box, right? Going
Jesus
back.
Team.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus Team.
We brought him in with Jesus Team.
Yes.
Last year.
Yes.
When he was a 2-year-old. Maybe we'll just stick with Jesus Team. We all know it's Jesus Team. We're going with Jesus Team.
We go with Jesus Team. Absolutely. I've never corrected myself on that.
Nah. The thing, why bother? The thing about it was that, like, I know this is where you're going. That horse has been in 3 majors now.
Yes.
In his last 3 majors, he's been in the top 3. Third, all 3, I believe, but
second this time.
Second this time to complete the exacta, but third the other 2 times to complete just massive trifectas. And he made the second place there. We made that count. It was 11-1 again. He was like 50-1 the first couple, but this time he still went off 11-1. No respect for Jesus.
This horse brings the odds, and he brings it in second or third place. Just remember that about Jesus Team.
Yeah, and I was talking to Pete in the interview about that horse and how he's solid, and Pete agreed that horse had a legit shot, and that's his home track.
Absolutely.
So he was all over that race. For me, with 12 races, we only hit 2 out of 12, but we did come out just about even on exactas with those 2. They were big ones. We had one nice pick 3 worth about $88. A few other blips on the radar, but another tough day as far as overall. Another C. I mean,
we didn't hit a big exotic. We didn't hit, a number of exactas. We didn't grade ourselves up enough to get a huge passing grade here.
We certainly have higher expectations than breaking even on exactas and losing on wins.
Yeah. But before we jump away from this, what do you think of Nick's go? There's comments about him running in Dubai versus Charlatan. I know Andy Sarian was even saying that he didn't think that Charlatan stood a chance versus Nick's go if Nick's go did run. What do you think? I know you're a huge Charlatan fan.
I disagree. I think it'll be an awesome race. I'm a big Nick's go. I'm a big Nick's go backer. Better.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't call myself a fan because I think he's a juice factory, just like Charlatan was last year at least. But Nick's go coming off a mediocre campaign last year for the Derby, and then all of a sudden goes to Cox's barn and becomes, the next
Superman.
Charlatan here. So
yeah.
I think that'd be an awesome matchup if he does go, and it's a $20 million purse, so they're going to have some competition besides each other.
Yeah, I just want to see which horse is going to set the pace, and will any other horse stay within like 3 or 4 lengths of them, right?
That would be the marquee matchup for sure, man. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
So we got it along because we're 9 minutes in already.
I'm sure we are, and that we've got C's so far, right? C. Let's give ourselves a better grade. Sunday we went to Santa Anita. It was an 8-race slate.
SoCal, baby. And you know how we roll in SoCal.
That's right. Gin and juice.
That's it, baby.
I think that's Cox's new horse, Gin and Juice.
Went back to the warm weather. Actually, Gulfstream was warm too, but anyway, SoCal warm weather.
SoCal warm weather, 8-race slate.
And the 3 C's in a row turned around for us, didn't they?
They did. And it felt like a struggle early on. We weren't hitting any of the big exactas, but towards the end we had a strong finish. We had 3 exactas in a row that paid to the day. I think we had 3 or 4 wins. I can't remember, but pretty much everything paid out for us. You want to roll through it?
Yeah, highlight of the day, race 6, $35.70 exacta paid off with a 2x multiplier, paid $71.40. And like you said, backed it up with a $54 return on an exacta in race 7. Right. So those 2 alone paid off the card. And then we had another one, like you said, we ended up, I don't have the number right in front of me, but I want to say around plus 20% ROI on exactas. And then win bets, again, win bets were about plus 15% ROI.
Yeah.
And then we had a nice $342 late pick 4 on a $27 ticket. So, I mean, and that was an only 8 race card, and we had a bunch of wins, a bunch of exactas, and a bunch of exotic horizontal sequences come through. So that was like a pure win-win-win. If you played it didn't matter what type of betting you were playing in that,
it paid.
You would have won. And for that reason, we're going to give ourselves an A on that one. So, especially much needed after the mediocre best first 3 of the weekend. So
yeah,
felt good to just kick that Santa Anita's ass like in every way.
Santa Anita on Sunday. Santa Anita on Sunday, we usually have a pretty good showing, right? That's one of our best tracks on one of our best days, even though it's not as easy to put together a Sunday slate, especially since Santa Anita puts their slates out like 24 hours in advance and doesn't give a whole lot of time to put it together. But
no respect for the degenerates.
So prevalence, what do you think about prevalence from the Pegasus? If you want to jump back one day, and I know we're over on time, but let's just roll through it. What do you think prevalence?
Honestly, I have to rewatch the tape.
Strong race, man. Tyler G.
I see all the hype going on with him, and
yep.
For me, I need to rewatch it, like I said, and figure out again, like you said on Caddo River, like who was he racing against, really, right. And figure out. I know the buyer figure was monstrous, if I've heard right, but
yeah, I think it was like high 90s or maybe 100 or something like that. But I
think he established himself as a legit contender.
Definitely
we'll see if he makes the top 25.
Right. So what's coming out this week from Trust the Prophet? So Wednesday we're looking at Gulfstream. Really, the 2 best shows in town are Gulfstream and Tampa Bay. If anyone really wants Tampa Bay out there, let us know, and we might change it up at one of these days to make it happen. But right now, feel more comfortable with Gulfstream these days. Thursday, Aqueduct. We'll hit up Aqueduct. We'll go to the north, see how the snow is. Then we cruise down to...
Crushed Aqueduct last time, so let's do
Crushed Aqueduct last time. Let's do it one more time.
Yep.
Oaklawn. Welcome back, Oaklawn. We're going to visit you again on Friday. That worked out well last time. Could work out better. And then Saturday, we want to hit a doubleheader. We want to hit Santa Anita and Gulfstream because we've got the Holy Bull, Swale, Kitten's Joy, Robert B. Lewis. There's a whole bunch of potential Kentucky Derby contenders in those races. Holy Bull, you got Mutasabek, Great Honor, Prime Factor. In the Robert B. Lewis, you got Spielberg, Hot Rod Charlie. It's getting a lot of hype. Wipe the Slate, Red Flag, Last Gaffs to be a Kentucky Derby contender, and then Medina Spirit. It's one that you like.
Yep. So that's going to be... You're going to start seeing the top 25 take shape after this weekend for sure, because you're going to probably have a few that pop on the radar that aren't there yet, and then a few drop off too. So
yeah, a few horses breaking their maiden, a few horses getting that first race in, then we see what they're really made of, and that bottom half of the 25 is going to start to slowly drop out a little bit. Those horses have been second and third, but looked okay. They don't get the look that they had before in January and December.
And then every weekend from here is going to be, mostly full of Kentucky Derby prep races. So
movement, right? We're getting movement
it off,
now,
baby.
I'm looking forward to it. That's week 32 coming up, and we're looking forward to it. We're putting the formulas together. We're going to be on top of it.
Let's wrap it up at 14 minutes before the producer has a shit fit and kicks us out. But
all right,
nice talk. We're going to hit a better weekend this weekend. Take that A from Santa Anita's momentum and move it in. So
let's do it, El Hombre.
Thanks for tuning in. Peace out, everybody.
See ya.